Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs, and this is Gundam Breaker 3, with tremendous thanks to who picked up the game for me. I think I know whose YouTube handle that name belongs to, but I want to double check with them before I announce it, so, please leave a comment if you are who I think you are, and I will be happy to, give you some props here. Just like the last game, this jumps right into the introductory stage, and that is why there is not, as yet, much, if any, sound from the game, because Bandai Namco is very protective of its music in particular, and so until I can turn off that music, I am going to play it safe and not actually have the game sound up very high. Once I can turn that down or off and have the other game sound effects in place, I should be able to just go ahead and let the sound effects go. But for now, you will just have to do with my voice, and sorry about that. But yeah, Gundam Breaker 3, I played a tiny bit of it just to make sure everything worked properly, because I'd been having trouble with the Elgato earlier. Well, I got an MS Hand of some sort. And as you can see, this is the Japanese version and not the English Asian, so this fulfills the promise of Flailthroughs, which is not knowing what I'm doing. So, there is a way apparently to transfer Gundam Breaker 2 save data, but I was unable to do this because you have to upload it to PlayStation Network in some way, and that may require a PlayStation Plus account, which I do not have for my Japanese account. So, technically I don't have it for my US account either, but it might be accessible on the family PS4. The ways of the PlayStation Network are not well understood by me, frankly. But here we go. And this is the default mobile suit. I think if you transferred save data, you might be able to transfer over your own Gunpla like you were able to for Breaker 2. But let me heal myself. But again, since I was not able to transfer data, what I have is a standard gym with, I believe, a Jim Kai head, a GN sword, the powered Jim Cardigan's beam machine gun, and some other odd ends. Now, let's see if this works. No, okay. If there's a way to use a machine gun-based super, I don't think it's equipped yet. I saw something about it in the close of this stage, which is the only one I know anything about. But I don't know how it's activated, so such is life. And they've streamlined the controls a little bit. And I got actual parts out of that. That was nice. Instead of those boxes just containing little, like, minimally useful healing crystals, it actually gave me parts. So, very happy about that. Very happy indeed. And, oh yes, when I get to the settings, I'll be able to invert my joystick, too. Yes, as I've mentioned many times before, I'm one of those. I have to admit, I love these light-up loading buttons. I just really like that. Oh. Interesting. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Don't want it. And let's use cross slash. Yeah, I believe I've got the GN Sword 3. It's a level 1, so it's not that great. They seem to have equalized a lot of the parts from the few I was able to look at after the one round I played. But yeah, now, if you want to disengage target lock, you hold L2, and it will re-engage when you let go, which is actually pretty good. L1, I believe, is guard. No, R1 is guard and activate your specials. Let me heal up. L1, I'm not sure what L1 does. I'll have to pay more attention. But, let's see. I'll switch to my Beam Saber as a as an option part and see if you can still get some of those crazy cross combos going. Looks like it so far. Nothing's living long enough for me to test that theory. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Well, wasted cross slash because that guy died too quick. Most inconsiderate. But another Zaku S-type there. Looks like it might be master grade since it's so much taller than I am. Looks like cross slash will be ready again in a minute. Okay, it looks like your charge attacks now don't charge by time, but by combo. By damage you do, hits you land. Because watch the gauge there on the bottom right. See? When I hit things, it starts filling. So yeah, you can't just... That's going to change strategy a lot, because you now can't just back off and wait for your super gauge to charge. You have to stay on the attack. That's going to be fascinating. Let's disengage for a second. I saw a runner back there I want to go get. Or maybe I did get. Kill you. Shoot you. Slash you. Oops, well, I got one in. And got that one. Yeah, this is still like Dynasty Warriors Gundam Light, but of course with a lot more options than Dynasty Warriors Gundam had in the long run. I wish you could redirect cross slash, but I'll just have to learn to aim it better. No thank you. Because of my mic being an omnidirectional mic and not right up on my face, you are going to end up with a lot of clicky noises as we go through. Apologies on that, but it's the nature of the Gundam beast. Okay, just random plastic. I think it's just basically, you know, basic modeling plastic for crafting new parts. You remember how it worked in the old breakers, likely. L1 is change lock-on mode. I have a feeling that probably changes how the lock-on works, whether it's, you know, hold L2 to break lock-on or whether it's tap it to toggle. I don't know for sure, so I'm just going to let it go. And there's another Zeong. Your head is an antler, is a toaster with antlers. And I'm getting beat up pretty hard. So, well, that's one. That's two. Healing tech up. And another freaking Zeong. Wow. Well, I'll just shoot it a lot. That'll work. But yeah, so far, I'm really digging this. Again, this is the only stage I played so far. I did give it one whirl to get myself ready for recording and work some bugs out. Like I said, Elgato was giving me trouble. So, and here is my enemy, which is a mishmash of things, but seems to mostly be a Gerber, a Tetra. I believe the Golda bar means super armor, and it has to be depleted before I can do serious damage to him. But I've already gotten some parts off him, so that's something. I'm trying to wait to use my cross slash until I've gotten him worn down a little bit. Let's use it. Maybe it'll keep him from getting his arm back a little sooner. Let's see. Okay, yeah, okay, I got Gundam Ultron Endless Waltz's backpack. And I'm pushing him back, and people are talking, and that's how that goes. I got Gerber Tetra arms. Cross slash. Okay, I'm doing pretty well. Knocking bits off of this guy. And I like that, at least against boss characters like this, specifically knocking certain pieces off seems to get you certain drops. So that is something specific to be worked for, and that is a great improvement. Ow. Healing. Stab. Other kind of stab, and a stab again. Let's see, he's listed as an enemy player, so since this is supposed to be a gunpla battle simulator, basically, I think that's the conceit that I was supposedly fighting another human, so unlike the other people you usually fight. So, Yeah, this is my current gym. I think that's G3 Gundam arms and possibly legs. And Gym 3 backpack. And yeah, Gym torso, I think, and or possibly G3 Gundam torso. And Gym cardigan head and gun, I think. At any rate, let's see what we got. We got learned some EX actions. Diffuse bullet. Okay, I think this is things I got experience for. So there must be some way to get diffuse bullet. Cross slash, armor repair, and boost tackle, which I'm almost positive I didn't have a couple of those equipped, but what have you. I got the Grand Slam sword. Yes, and the damage actually just says DPS now to let you know. I got some kind of melee hand, so not quite sure what the deal is, but as you can see, as level 2 weapons, it and the Grand Slam's damage are pretty much identical. Zaku machine gun, level 2, DPS 920. Zaku arms, Gerbera arms, and 2 sets of those. Ultron Gundam backpack, and 39 pieces of generic plastic. So that's our take for level 1.